Hey guys, Earl here with CSI. Welcome to another episode of FAQs. In today's episode, I'm going to be talking about COVID-19 services. So, over the last few weeks, we've had an influx of phone calls, emails, and inquiries regarding COVID-19 services that we perform in homes and commercial facilities. So, with that said, let's start off with what we do and why we do it. So, what do we do? Well, number one is we fog spaces in a home or in a commercial setting. Fogging is the act of dispersing disinfectant through a machine through small particles. So, the particular fogger we use is safe around electronics. It doesn't disperse a tremendous amount of liquid that would damage computers, screens, monitors, or any kind of electronics. In fact, it's something we use in office spaces, cubicles, and just office spaces generally speaking. So the first part we do is fog, and what does that do? So let's say we go to your home or your facility, and someone there is positive, or someone's quarantining or getting over it. So the first thing we do when we get in a space is obviously we put on our PPEs to protect ourselves as service providers. After which, when we enter the premises, we then begin to set up and fog the space. So, fogging the space with an EPA approved disinfectant includes all hard surfaces, floors, tables, walls, and all open areas, the space, the air, bathrooms, name it, any kind of room it is. We fog everything from the walls down to the floors to everything in the room. After at which point of completing fogging, we step out of the space. What we're allowing to do is for the disinfectant to dwell and do its job and kill any contaminants, viruses, germs, and things of that nature. So in these spaces, we ask that one, we turn the HVAC unit on, or at least the fan part of it. So what that does is it circulates air. And because this is an airborne virus, each room can be cross contaminated. So, for example, if you're in room A and it's all one HVAC central system, the virus can travel through the air, right? That's what they're telling us it does. So, and then it goes to return, and then the HVAC system pumps in heat or air conditioning into the other room when all that air is recycled from the return. So if you're not familiar with how that works, basically your HVAC system in your home has registers and returns. Registers supply heat or air conditioning. The return is the air exchange flow in a room, right? Air gets sucked in, goes to your HVAC, and if you're a homeowner or a business owner, you know your HVAC system has a filter, and that filter you normally would change out every 3 months roughly. And so when we're trying to fight a virus that travels through the air and is airborne, we want to make sure that the indoor air quality is safe. And so why I say while we're disinfecting, we like to turn on the HVAC system and circulate air. Because the same way that the virus travels through the air and gets into the HVAC system, so does our disinfectant. So that's a very important one to point out. So from there, we fog your space, we step out. HVAC is running, circulating air, and it's typically we wait 20 to 30 minutes if we're going to proceed with another service. So fogging will kill anything in the air, on the surface, floor, textiles, fabrics, hard surfaces, glass even, and kind of like purify your air. From there, the next level of service we do, so the first one we did is fog, right? That's one service that we do is fog disinfectant. The next level we do is to spray and wipe down everything. And so all your tables, chairs, door handles, doorknobs, doors, toilets, anything. So think about a space when you walk in. What do you touch? You touch the door. You touch your table. You touch your seats, counters. If you're at an office, you're touching your table, your keyboard, your printer. So that's what we categorize as high touch areas. And then obviously we wipe down, we mop the floor, wipe down all hard surfaces. For fabrics, typically in this, we don't do much as far as just spraying it. It's normally has been fogged down. For example, like a couch or a chair. And that's sufficient enough to kill the virus, given the proper dwell time. So level one we do is fog. A level two service is fog and wipe down. That means we wipe down everything, even walls. We'll spray the wall, take a flat mop, wipe down the walls, things like that. So that's a fog and sanitize wipe down service. That's a two-step. The third step we could do was a deep scrub of your floor. Floors, just like anything else, it's gravity, right? If you throw a ball up, it comes down. Where does dust settle? Dust settles on surfaces and on the floor. The floor is the biggest space other than your roof, your ceiling. It's a big space that collects everything. And so the third degree of our service is a deep scrub and clean of that floor. In an instance where we can use our equipment to its full capacity, we like to pull in hoses from our vehicle because our vehicle provides us 230 degrees of heat plus vacuum. Everything is self-contained and at least 1,000 to 1,500 psi, giving you a real nice deep clean. Typically, in a commercial setting like kitchen prep, food prep areas, that's what we do. We do all three levels of service. But before I get to that, let's explain what happens with the floor. Well, everything falls on the floor as we know. Your floors get dirtier than your ceiling, right? Because of gravity. So we fog, wipe, and disinfect. And then the last part of the three-part service is we deep scrub and disinfect your floor. And we do that through solutions, chemicals, manual or mechanical agitation. And we like to use to extract it out. To me, that's the best way. And for most of the time where we can use our vehicle, we're running hoses from our van outside. And we're at right around 230 degrees of temperature, at around 1,000 psi plus vacuum. And that really rinses and flushes everything out. So if you were going to do the three-step service, that would be it. That would be fog, wipe and disinfect, and then deep scrub of all your floors. And the three-part service is something we commonly do in commercial spaces just because they receive more traffic. For example, we do a lot of kitchen and prep areas during the time of COVID, and that's because they're preparing food there, and the way they're cooking is for production. They're not cooking for 3 or 4 people to have dinner. They're cooking continuously in the afternoon, little break, and then continuously through the evening with all the takeout orders. So it's mass production. You're talking about 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hours straight of just cooking, prepping in that space. And so they want to assure that their staff is safe and that they have a clean and safe environment to prepare your food that's being delivered or pick up, whichever you're doing. So with that said, we've been getting a lot of calls from homeowners and businesses regarding the services. And so those are the 3 levels of service. Now, in a home, let's say somebody is sick and is quarantined, and now they're coming off of that, and they want the space disinfected. At bare minimum, if you want to be economical about your approach, fogging is one of the most important things to do. It's one of the most effective things to do. It'll work, it'll serve the purpose, and if there's concern with spending and budgets, which is an obvious concern for everybody right now, it's been tough for everybody during these times. If nothing else, fogging would give you some peace of mind, and you know that it works. So we've been doing a lot of residential fogging where people have tested positive and people have been sick. So if you're a homeowner and you want to get a service like this done, you typically want to wait towards the end of your symptoms, where you've just about recovered and you're no longer contagious. Because let's say you got sick and we come in there and fog tomorrow, and you're going to be continue to be sick for the next 7 to 10 days, and you're still coughing and you could still be contagious, right? Even though you're wearing your mask. Well, the problem is we disinfected today, and then 3 4 days you're still contagious. You're in essence cross-contaminating everything again. And because it probably wouldn't make sense for you to have it fogged every day, I would just quarantine and wait till the end of service and then have everything done to give you that peace of mind. That would be my recommendation. That'd probably be the most economical and most logical on top of that. Because let's face it, if we clean the space, it's only clean until it gets cross-contaminated, right? So think about a room. If we clean this room and no one ever walks in this room again, well, the room remains clean until the room is used again, in which case it is cross-contaminated and we'll have to re-clean it. So if you're a homeowner looking for the service and you're positive or you're sick, you want to wait towards the end of the cycle so that we can disinfect everything, launder all your sheets, all that stuff there, clothing, sheets, your textiles, your fabrics, the stuff that you can do yourself for sure. Past that, let us take care of the couch and everything else that you need done. Fog your mattress, pillows after you removed your pillowcases, so that you're not leaving that virus there active. And so fogging would be necessary. Now the next step of that is the spray and wipe. What is that? Well, basically, it's the same solution. We're just spraying it heavier on hard surfaces and we're wiping it down. Just like your typical cleaning, it's good practices to clean everything. Now, you may be healthy enough to do that yourself. Or maybe your time or your health doesn't allow you to do that. That's the second part of the service that we can also do for you. However, it's not necessary because you could probably do that yourself for most people. So there's the fogging, and then there's the spray and disinfect everything. Walls, floors, name it. Now, the third part of the service is the deep clean of the floors. And what I failed to mention earlier is, especially in medical facilities where we were doing a lot of this work, it's not only are we deep cleaning the floors, we're also disinfect, steam cleaning upholstery, chairs, couches, things of that nature where it's a fabric, it's absorbent. That's something we're doing as well during this time, and people are requesting that. So for commercial facilities, typically we're doing all three. We're doing the fogging, spray and wipe, hard surface cleaning of the floor, deep cleaning of the floor, and in addition, any textile goods, fabrics, upholstery, we're also disinfect and steam cleaning those as well. Now, in your home, if that's something you would like to do, it makes sense. However, it's not 100% necessary. Just so you think, well, I didn't have my couch steam cleaned. If we fog your couch, then it has been disinfected. Now, if you want to clean it for your own purposes and have it cleaned, it's not going to hurt you to have that thing steam cleaned. However, the fogging covers all that because we're not going to spray and wipe your couch down. However, what we can do is steam clean it, furniture cleaning, upholstery cleaning, things like that. So, let me see. Have I covered everything? Okay, people ask me, what do they need? We covered that. Fogging, especially in a home. HVAC system. We covered air movement and circulation. We covered how things from the air fall to the ground. We covered spray and wipe of the high touch points in a room. Well, I mean, if you hire us, we wipe everything down regardless. So high touch point or not, we're wiping it down. Floor deep cleaning, fabrics, textiles, and upholstery we covered. And I think that's about it. So on a short rant, though, I'm hearing that the vaccine is being released about 30 million before December 31st this year, which is great. Though we do this service for homeowners and businesses, this is certainly not the call I want to get. I'd like for you to call us to say, hey, we want our place cleaned, our stone restored, or whatever service that we specialize in. Providing COVID-19 services has been a response for us due to our client base requesting it. So I come from the cleaning industry. I'm a professional cleaner, been so for about 15 years, and I understand the industry. And so it's no big transition for us to provide this. However, me personally, I can't wait for all this to blow over and we all get back to regular life where we don't have to panic about toilet paper, where we can be around the people we love, our coworkers, our family members, and extended family, very close friends. I miss regular life. However, we're at this point right now, and I'm at least happy to hear about the vaccines that they are releasing and that we're moving towards a better place. So in the interim, for the meantime, if you call us regarding COVID-19 services, we provide 3 levels of service. You can do fogging only, fog with the wipe downs and mop, or fog, wipe down, and then heavy cleaning of your floor, deep extraction, upholstery cleaning, and things like that. So I hope that answers everything, because some of you guys message me and ask, do I need all 3? No, you don't need all 3. You get better and you have family members or friends that can help you clean up, great. At least, call and just have the space fogged. And from there, it's safe to work around it. Like, let me give you an example. Let's say I'm working in a space that's positive, right? Somebody's positive, been sick for 10 days. And they're at the end of things, and we fog the place. I step out. 30 minutes later, I can walk into the space with no mask and work freely and not be concerned of contracting COVID. God honest truth. That's our protocol, though our protocol for a company is to wear our PPEs at all times. I'm telling you that the effectiveness of the fogger and what we're using, I would spray the fogger into space, let the solutions do their job, and I could walk right back in that space with no mask on and continue to my work and not be concerned and have anxiety over, am I going to contract COVID at my job? So from the time this stuff started in March up till this point, we have been providing COVID services for businesses and homeowners. We've had 0 positive tests in our company. All our technicians go out almost every day, 5-6 days a week. Including myself, I visit sites. None of us have tested positive. We have strict protocols about health. If anyone has been sick or gets sick, it's not from the job site. It's because we follow our protocols and wear our PPEs, and we understand how to make a safe space, a space safe. Sorry. So none of us have been sick here at CSI, thank God. I don't wish it on anybody. Can it happen? Absolutely. It can happen to anybody. It can happen to me or any of my team members. However, at work, we have been safe. Even our shop, we fog our shop, we fog our equipment, we fog our vehicles. And so with that said, I think I covered everything that's been asked. What do you guys need? What do we clean? Where do we clean it? So, we clean first and third shift. For businesses, normally we come there when you guys are closed at the end of your day and even weekends. For homeowners, we're pretty flexible. We typically don't do residential work at nighttime. And the big caveat for residential work is this. If you're a homeowner and you want your home fogged, great. We get to your place, and let's say you just want the basic service of just fogging, that's fine. And it's sufficient. So the 2 things that we require is this. 1, turn on your HVAC. You don't have to turn up the heat, just put the fan on, because normally the fan setting has an auto and manual. Put it on manual so that the air circulates. So that's 1. 2, we ask that after we complete our service, you stay out of the property for at least 1 hour. What's happening here is air circulating, and The disinfectants that kill COVID can irritate you. They are disinfectants, so they can kind of irritate you. I mean, it's not so harsh. However, I have asthma, and so prolonged exposure for me aggravates my asthma. And so, just kind of to avoid that discomfort, we ask that you stay out of your home for at least 1 hour after service. With that said, I think I've covered everything for homes and for businesses. Typically, for businesses, we are on a reoccurring schedule, once or twice a week, something like that. As you know, that goes in conjunction with your daily cleaning routine and your daily SOPs and your safety measures of how you address your staff daily, temperature checks, masks, and all that stuff. So, what we do goes in conjunction with what you already have pre-existing. So, the stronger your screenings are for your employees, the stronger your daily protocols are for cleaning. What we do only enhances that and works well with it. All right. Well, okay, guys. Thank you for listening to this rant about COVID-19. Look forward to new 2021 when all this stuff settles down. And again, if you have any questions, the links are below. You can email us, call us, whatever you like. Leave a comment on the YouTube thing. And if you have a moment you like this content, like and subscribe to it. We'll bring you more quality content as we go along. We're just trying to provide clarity for what we do because we get a lot of these questions. Okay? Again, guys, this is Earl with CSI. Thank you guys for watching. Catch us on the next one.